Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namo Namaha, Jai Ganesha, Jai Muruga, Vel Vel, Shakti Vel, Muruga Nikti, Harohara. This is Thai Poosam 2022 on January 18th. And Thai Poosam, this is, of course, the month of Thai in Tamil land. And Pushya, the famous star, the nakshatra. So Thai Poosam represents the story of Muruga, Skanda, the warrior deity of Shiva and Parvati, receiving his veil from his mother, Ma Parvati. In a sense, symbolizing now he's become a full man. And for us as Hindus, this should be symbolic of finding that youthful, loving inner warrior within all of us. Remember, Muruga, Hanuman, Krishna, they're all, and Mother Lakshmi, they're all heart deities, and the heart is the youthful, loving warrior. So it's way past time for us as Hindus to find this youthful, soulful warrior spirit. And in the Vedas, interestingly, sometimes the Hindus refer to themselves as Bindus, because that is the mark of the Hindu, the target, in a positive way. Finding the Atma Darshana, meditating at the third eye point. And in the Vedas we read, Puram Bindu Vajri Purush Tutaha. Ancient Bindu, soulful warrior. Puram Bindu Vajri Purush Tutaha. We must find this inner, youthful, loving warrior and stand up for the Dharma, just like Ganesha does in his creation, and his brother Muruga as Skanda, receiving the veil to defeat the demons that lie within all of us. The demons of greed, anger, lust, the demons of cowardice, the demons of laziness. We must fight. And the veil is a beautiful instrument representing the human spine itself. The shaft is the spine, and the spear tip is the head, and the very tip is the top of the head, the Sahasrara chakra, which we must sharpen our awareness to a fine, fine point so that we can pierce through the darkness, the ignorance into enlightenment. Tamaso ma jyotir Gamaya. So Muruga reminds us to seek this inner youthful warrior, loving spirit. And remember, as San Mukhanada, the six-faced deity, he is the inspiration behind the Shad Darshanas, the six orthodox systems of Hindu philosophy, Nyaya, Visesika, Mimamsa, Vedanta, Sankhya, Yoga. The yoga that is so distorted today around the world into just a crass exercise routine, and often pilfering many more of the Sanskrit Hindu terms and concepts without recognition at all. So we Hindus have to ask ourselves, when are we going to stand up against these distortions, these perversions, this pilfering of the Hindu yoga dharma? Why does it take us so long, centuries sometimes, to wake up to the injustices? Remember, peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. So on this Thai Poosam day, one may also think about the American spirit. And maybe this is why many Indians have come to America, many Hindus have come to America to find this warrior spirit. Yes, we can abuse the warrior spirit and become gross and aggressive, assertive, violent, but we can also use this assertive spirit, this inner Shakti, this inner power that we all have if we uncover it, for great advancement and for stand up for ourselves. Because remember, if we don't stand up for ourselves, other people will not stand up for us, and they will not respect us. If you respect yourself and stand up for yourself, other people will also do the same. We as Hindus must learn to stand up for our sacred Hindu terms and concepts. Ayurveda, chakras, mantra, karma, guru, yoga. This is all inseparable in actuality from the Hindu dharma. And remember, the very reason that Muruga took birth in our many classic stories, which we at least learn from symbolically, he was created to defeat the evil demon Taraka. And remember, these demons are also inside of us. And his mantra is Sarvana Bhava, born of the lake of fire, and water, his sacred syllable sa, ra, va, na, va, va, sadhavana bhava, om. And the lake of fire and water represents moving up the chakras with a foundation of Ganesha, consciousness, his brother. The first chakra, Muladhara, the earth element. With Ma Parvati, the water element, second chakra. With Rudra, Shiva as fire, the third element. Gives birth to the heart, the fourth chakra, Anahata. So symbolically, Muruganji was born in the lake of fire and water, Sadhavanabhava lake. Find the inner fire. Find this inner warrior spirit. And in America, we can look to the Revolutionary War, where the colonists were fighting against the British. Interestingly, how the British have gone around the world conquering, and yet today they have been eradicated and their empire has sorely dwindled from what it once was. The British have been kicked out of India. The British have been kicked out of many of the islands around the world, Trinidad, Fiji. So in this Revolutionary War stance, which interestingly began on 1775, April 18th. And this year our Poosam is on January 18th. And there's the classic story of Paul Revere. And most of you know that one. Listen, my children, and you will hear about the story of the midnight ride of Paul Revere. So let's look at that story. Listen, my children, and you will hear about my midnight meditation on Shiva, dear. He is my Ishtadevata and helps me get through this Maya with Ganapati and Muruganji and his beautiful wife, Ma Parvati. I'm proud to be a Saiva Hindu and part of the Saiva Hindu family, which is one branch of the Hindu tree. And if you worship Krishna, Vishnu, Lakshmi, Hanuman, Sitaram, and Kali, Durga, Parvati, Mahalakshmi, Saraswati, let's all be a united Hindu family. So whatever our Sampradaya, whatever our Ishtadevata, whether a Saiva, Vaishnava, or Shaktite, we need to look at ourselves as a united Hindu family and work together to help eradicate the distortions, the perversions, and the ongoing thefts of our sacred Hindu Dharma. Be proud to be a Hindu and say we are a Hindu family, Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakti, the three. So let us live in harmony and follow the Dharma and plant our yoga tree. Karma Bhakti Rajayani, this is Hindu Dharma, Om Shanti. Ganapati Muruga, Shiva Shakti, Ganapati Krishna, Vishnu Lakshmi, Ganapati Hanuman Sita Ram, Durga Lakshmi Saraswati, Kali Durga Parvati. We are a Hindu family, Saiva, Vaishnava, Shakti, the three. Find your inner youthful, loving warrior. Lean on your own spine. Be like the ancient, soulful warriors, Poosam, Bindu, Vajri, Purush, Tataha, and go up the chakras, pierce through into Atma Darshana. Remember, we're Hindus. We do yoga to reach Atma Darshana, Paramo Dharma. Vel, Vel, Shakti, Vel, Muruganikti, Harohara. Have a joyous, profound Taipusam and be a loving, youthful, soulful Hindu warrior every day. Namaste.